turns, like, because technically, if you're starting on an odd turn, if you're starting turn 1, every turn of yours is going to be odd. So I think rounds is referring to your own particular turns. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Shade. Lauren Antoinette, you need to relax. I'm a married man. Mon Dieu, mon Dieu, mon Dieu. Oh my gosh. So we have this mystic rune here, Sturdy Fighter. Non-multi-hit attack abilities. Deal bonus damage equal to current shield. Are you kidding me? That is so good. That is amazing, guys. So a little while ago, I had this idea for the most brilliant, like, pure bug build. Let's just load any Axie. I'm going to replace these cards. If you guys are wondering what this website is, oh no, it's not loading. Oh, come on, please, please, please. I wonder if I have a dead link. Let me check the Discord server here. There we go. It seems to be working here. Oh. There we go. No! No! But essentially, right, so it's double leaf bug, right? We got square teeth, then we have scarab and thorny caterpillar. So the idea is, and this is totally dependent on how many cards and energy we have each turn. If we are drawing 5 cards per turn and get 3 energy per turn, then here's the idea. You draw, and in the 1v1, you draw into 5 cards. You probably have a bookworm on the eyes, so you can just search out a bug card and it gets banished. But you can draw all 5 cards in the 1v1. You're getting 60 shield right off the bat with the 2 leaf bugs, but you don't need to play those cards. Then you play square teeth first, so that you can get the bonus damage. That is 25 plus 60, so you're looking at 85 damage for 0 cost. Then you play Scarab, which gives you 30 damage and 30 shield, and also applies doubt to the opponent. Then you play Thorny Caterpillar for like a massive 165 damage. So the reason that's amazing is because if we have Sturdy Fighter on that build and everything works the way I'm speculating, then you'd be getting an extra 60 damage on top of the extra 60 damage with Square Teeth, right? Because Square Teeth will be dealing bonus damage equal to your current shield. Then you'd be getting an extra bonus damage equal to your current shield with Sturdy Fighter. You'd be dealing 85 plus 60. That's 145 damage for a 0 cost. Am I wrong here? Am I wrong? This seems absolute. G-Lun, hello. Hello, welcome in. This looks absolutely amazing. Sturdy Fighter seems like a broken rune. I can't believe it. Beach is insane stats too, yeah, right? You play a beach, then you play like an if you play a beach, you're with this rune, you're dealing 90 damage, but then you're gaining 75 shield. Then imagine playing a Sirius, right? 1 energy deals 90 damage. You're discarding a card, but you'd be getting bonus damage equal to your shield, which is 75. So you'd actually be dealing 165 damage with 1 energy with Sirius. It's broken, guys. It's broken. Remember, everybody, no matter what we talk about today, this is all pure speculation. We are theory crafting. We are leaking. We are speculating. Everything is subject to change. When the alpha comes out, there will be constant balancing. When the official game is fully launched, there will be way more balancing. Everything will be totally different. Don't make any financial decisions or purchases based on what we talk about today. If you see me buy something, don't follow my example. I'm a content creator. If I buy something, that's because I can make content about it. If it's a bad purchase, I'm the only one that fails. Please, don't follow my example. This is the way. DC's the way. What's my opinion on Rage? At first, I was not huge on Rage because I thought, you know, like, you're not getting any value out of it until you get to that Fury mode. But when they release the actual details about it, you're getting those damage boosts with every single Rage stack, which means I feel like Rage is just all around a better utility than, say, Tiny Fan with just the basic damage boost. It seems like Rage is the way to go. Although, Rage Beasts are not bred, right? For a Rage Beast, I'm not a big fan of Shiba because the effect is so dependent on how your opponent decides to play. You need to be below 50% HP in order to get the effect to proc. What I like more is Little Branch as a 2-cost Rage card. The reason why you don't want both is just because having 2-cost cards on a single Axie seems like a lot, and especially in the 1v1, it could really limit your options. Depending on how you build your team, it's not necessarily a bad idea. Like, if you have a lot of energy gain and your energy ratio for cards is fairly normal. I'm not sure what the terminology is there. But yeah, if you're playing lots of energy gain, having multiple 2-cost cards isn't necessarily detrimental. But as a general rule, for the moment, I'm trying to stick away from 2-cost cards in a single Axie. Poison meta is real. I mean, it has to be real, right? They nerfed Yam. They wouldn't have nerfed Yam if it wasn't already broken. Yeah, so with Little Branch, you want to incorporate that Zoo strat. Gain 1 rage per living ally. It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out because, I mean, imagine you've got that Fury mode rune. I can't remember what it's called. It looks absolutely broken. I think it's going to show up here in a second. Right, Endless Anger. If you've got Endless Anger, you play Little Branch and something else, right? What gives you 2? What gives you 2 rage? Is it Confident? Big hello from Brazil. You have fans here. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's Belieber. Let's go for Belieber. So yeah, imagine you play Belieber and Little Branch and Endless Anger. You can get Fury mode turn 1. And when you enter into Fury mode, you're going to be dealing double damage, and you get 1 energy back in return. So if you still have cards, you'll be getting an energy back, and you can use it. Imagine you use it on I'm not sure what the best Fury mode beast is gonna be. I really don't know. I mean, you're gonna want it with something with high damage, right? Because you're dealing double damage. So, like, Little Branch, for example, will deal 260. 5 minutes, guys. We've got 4 minutes left on the clock. 4 minutes. 4 minutes, guys. Oh my God. All right. Since anticipation's getting high and my bladder is getting small, I'm gonna run to the bathroom so that I'm not having to take bathroom breaks in the middle of leaks. Okay, guys? 1 moment. I'll be right back. All right. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. Hold your horses. Okay. Oh my gosh. We are back. We're at 1,247 viewers. This is crazy. My gosh. Excuse me. Did you wash your hands? Yeah. Can't you see? Can't you see the little water droplets on there? No, I didn't. Where's the talking Bubba? How much time do we have left? 2 minutes? Let me see if I can... Hey guys! I have to get a little closer to the screen, huh? Hey guys! You excited for the Aqua runes and charms? I know, I'm excited. But you know what I'm more excited for are the beast runes and charms. They're my favorite.
I don't care for runes and charms. All I want to do is watch Reflectile get hit by a beast going full damage mode. True excitement, if you ask me.
But runes and charms are going to be the new meta, and if you don't pay attention to the runes and charms, you'll get left behind in the dust, and you won't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, it's really important that you pay attention to all this stuff because it's really going to affect how the game plays and all the combos you can put together. Oh my god. You want to hire me as a voice actor? I can do it. I can do lots of different voices. Oh mon dieu. Oh my god, Barry Mango with the gifted subs. Let's go. Thank you so much, my man. That's amazing. Let's go. How much time? Guys, it is 12 o'clock. Do you know what this means? We can finally look. We can finally take a look. All right, guys. Back to the... Whew, I'm going to relax. I'm going to pass out right now. Jesus. Wowee. All right. So... The good stuff right here. We gotta go into the good stuff. Okay. We gotta go into Sky Mavis Police here. Archive, criminals. Oh, that's me. No. Evidence. Perfect. Runes and charms. And oh yeah, Sky Mavis certified. Right here. You can see. What's up, Linkerus? All right. Let's start off with beasts. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull this off screen. So that I don't show too much at once. Because as you guys, I don't know if everybody knows, I have not looked at these yet. I have no idea what we're about to see. This is going to be a brand new, fresh perspective for every single one of us. All right, so I'm pulling this off screen. I'm opening up beasts. We've got, okay, here we go. And the first one. All right, so we've got the Beast Talisman of Vitality. Enhance any card. Axie's max HP is plus 20. All right, so this is one of the basic ones, right? And I think we probably saw this in the YouTube video trailer as well. Very basic, nothing too exciting to talk about. It's just a basic HP buff, and we can see that in the video too. Right when Jiho starts this match, we can see all the runes and charms immediately take place right here. You see the HP jumped from 320 to 510. And that is due to all of these runes and charms. All right, so let's continue. Next up, we have the Beast Talisman of Power. Enhance any non-multi-hit attack. Plus 6. Hype train incoming. What does that even mean? Limited time to earn exclusive emotes. Something's popping up in chat. I don't even know. Alright, but anyway, so non-multi-hit attack. So you're not going to be able to attach this to something like Furball, right? This is only for single hit attacks like Little Branch, all the Nutcracker cards. you could start off with +6 damage. It's not going to stack or anything, because I'm pretty sure you can only apply 1 charm per body part. So still fairly basic. And these are, I'm sure that these are just like the basic, standard, normal rarity charms. So then we've got Mask of Frenzy. We're getting a little more interesting now. All teammates gain 1 rage. Imagine you're playing just like 3 of these on all of your Axies. Every single card you play is going to be stacking that rage, and before too long, you're going to be getting Fury mode with all 3 of your Axies. All teammates gain 1 rage. Now, I'm not sure if I prefer this over something that is focusing rage on one particular Axie, right? I feel like focusing rage is going to be a lot more versatile. Because, I mean, if you're throwing them all over the place, you're going to be waiting a lot longer before you actually enter into that Fury mode state and start getting that massive damage boost. All right. Let's go a little bit further. We've got the Beast Talisman of Power 5. That's super weird. So we have the Beast Talisman of Power 4 and the Beast Talisman of... we got a sneak peek at another one. And the Beast Talisman of Power 5. I wonder why it's starting at 4 or 5 and not 1 and 2. Interesting. But anyway, it's a slight buff. Instead of getting 6 extra damage, we're getting 10. But still non-multi-hit attacks. Although, what I am thinking is imagine playing this Beast Talisman of Power on an Axie with Ronin, right? It's an interesting combination because Ronin deals 50% more damage per energy spent this turn. Now, 50% of 40 damage obviously is only 20 extra damage. So you'd be getting 20 extra damage per energy spent this turn. But if we have the Beast Talisman of Power attached, that now becomes 50 damage. So instead of an extra 20 damage per energy, we get an extra 25 damage per energy. So there could definitely be some synergy there. Alright, let's move on. Beast Talisman of Vitality, 5. Alright, so we've seen Beast Talisman of Vitality 4, now we're seeing 5. It's just a slight extra HP buff. Nothing too exciting. We knew that was coming out from the gameplay trailer. We have Beast Energy Drink. We have the Beast Monster. The Beast 5-hour Energy. Add Ethereal. Interesting. This card's base stats gain 10%. Add Ethereal. So what Ethereal means to those that aren't familiar yet, Ethereal, I'm not sure if we have any cards actually that have Ethereal other than like curse cards and such. So what Ethereal does is if it is in your hand when you end your turn, it will immediately be banished. So basically, if you have an Ethereal card, you always want to play it the turn you draw into it. Otherwise, it'll be banished and you will never have a chance to use it again. So what this charm does is it massively increases the damage output. Say if we're using a card with 100 damage, you're getting an extra 10 damage on there. Or, I mean, you could even be using this on a shield card as well. But the downside is if you don't use it that turn, you won't have a chance to use it for the rest of the match. Unless you're playing cards like Tricky Eyes for the Reptile to get those cards back out from the banished pile. Alright, moving forward. The amount of PP required to attach the charm. Oh, yes. So just as a quick reminder, everybody, let's go through this real quick. Since we've got everybody here. Let's go through... actually, I think I can get it pretty quickly if I go through Discord here. To the Axie Infinity Discord server. Shade Jeff, I think, put together a very nice, organized chart of how the power system works. If I can find it. You know what? I can't find it. And I don't want to spend a ton of time on this either. So let's see one more time. I'm not seeing it unless I'm just blind. That's okay, guys. That's okay. We're going to get back to it. In fact, actually, let me exit out of Discord. The worst thing that could possibly happen right now is my computer shutting down. It's happened before! It's happened before. Alright, back to it. So adding Ethereal to a card. So obviously, I'm trying to find out if there is more utility. I mean, so basically, you could be adding you could be using this strategically, and instead of using this to increase the card's base stats, you could be technically using this for a card that's not necessarily the best card on the Axie. Say for example, you have a beast, and 5 out of the 6 body parts on that beast are absolutely amazing. But you happen to have just a single Nutcracker on that beast. Now, Nutcracker by itself is not really the best card. If you're doing the Nutcracker strat, you really want all 3. But if you put this Beast Energy Drink on there, you'll be adding Ethereal to Nutcracker, meaning once you draw into it, you don't have to play it, it'll get banished, and then you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the match. So there could actually be some strategy utilizing Ethereal as opposed to utilizing the card base stat plus 10%. There's some cross synergies happening there. You could be using it for one effect or the other. There's benefits to both. Alright, moving on, we have the Beast Energy Drink M. Oh, so there's a small energy drink and a large energy drink. Add Banish! Card's base stats plus 20%. Is that 100 bits? 100 bits, is that what I'm looking at? Thank you so much, guys. Does Rage stack for each Axie, or is it for the whole team? I think it depends on the card. I think, like Little Branch stacks on a single Axie, but then other cards like Shiba will apply Rage to the entire team. Same with some of these charms, right? So we've got Mask of Frenzy. Mask of Frenzy will apply Rage to the entire team. 1 Rage for each Axie. But the other one that we saw, that OP, that's like super OP one that we saw in the trailer here, that one applies 3 Rage to the particular Axie that is holding the charm. Endless Anger right here. Gain 3 Rage when your turn starts. Absolutely broken right here. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of these. Oh my gosh, guys. Thank you everybody for the follows. This is absolutely amazing. Alright, so Mask of Frenzy, wait. No, we're on the big energy drink. So, this one changes up a little bit. So instead of having Ethereal, you're actually getting Banish. Which means it's not going to be banished just by ending the turn with it in your hand. It's not going to get banished until you play it. The difference is, Ethereal, when you do play it, I believe when you do play an Ethereal card, the card is not banished. It's only banished when you end your turn with it still in your hand. As opposed to Banish, which means you could end your turn, it'll go to the discard pile, then get cycled back into your deck. You could draw it again. It'll only get banished in this circumstance when you actually play the card. So in this situation, you'd be getting that 10% bonus, and you could play it multiple times, assuming that you play the card every time you draw into it. But in this situation, you're getting a 20% bonus, and you only have the opportunity to play this card one time. Once it's played for that first time, then it's banished. Again, you could use Tricky, the Reptile Eyes, to pull it back out of the banished pile. But 20 extra, like 20% plus cards, like base stat, that's very decent. That's very decent. All right, let's move on. We've got Hidden Razor. Ooh, we're getting to the mystics now, guys. This is the exciting stuff. All right, so Enhance an attack card. Attack applies bleed for 2 turns. Interesting. So we've already know a lot of cards that apply bleed, right? We have Piranha, we have Jaguar, and then we have the Beast Ears Nyan, which actually deal 15 extra damage if the target already has bleed. So this could very well help you set up that Bleedinator, the term people are throwing around these days. Pincers have bleed. Yeah. There are a lot of cards. Oh, that is very interesting. Joshua09X points out that if you apply this charm to Jaguar, Does that mean that Jaguar now applies bleed for 6 turns as opposed to 4? That's very interesting. Chuck Fresco's in the house as well. Chuck, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the stream. It's so awesome to see all these friendly names. Can you confirm that you need to transfer your SLP to the Axie game for you to use power-ups? So there's no need for Ron gas fees. So I'm not so sure about the Ron gas fees, but I do know that they are adding the ability to transfer assets from your wallet to the game. So like in the initial alpha launch, you're only going to be needing moon shards to create these charms. But after the alpha, when the full game is launched, you will need SLP and moon shards to create these charms and runes. But they will also be NFT charms and runes, which means you're going to be able to sell them on the marketplace. Now, vice versa, you're going to be able to buy runes and charms on the marketplace, and then through a special portal that they're setting up, you're going to be able to transfer those runes and charms back from the marketplace, from your Ronin wallet, to your game account so you can actually use them in-game. And the same is true for SLP, maybe AXS as well, depending on if they are adding extra burning mechanisms for AXS. Very interesting stuff. All right, let's move on. Are there expirations for runes and charms? So every single season, the runes and charms will shift. So every season, the meta will be different, and the runes and charms that are available for you to buy or create are going to be changing. Some runes and charms may stay the same as like legacy runes and charms. But for the most part, the majority of them will change to new runes and charms. And if you don't want to hold on to your old runes and charms, you can actually disenchant them, get some moon shards back, get some SLP back, and use that to start creating your next set of runes and charms for the new meta, come the new season. Alright, moving forward. Is this the last one? This is the last one. This is the last one for Beast Charms. Now, you know what this means, guys? You know what's really interesting about this? It's the last one that I saw. Did we see all the same ones? No, we didn't. We did not. We did not see all the same ones. So either I only have half the stack here, or the runes and charms that are showed here in my stack. I'm sorry, yes, it's only charms right here. We're going to look at runes right after. Are these charms as well? No, these are runes. Okay, that's the difference. My apologies. So, I mean, we can look at the runes, but I assume they're going to be the same as what we see here. So those are all the beast charms. I apologize if I'm getting the words charms and runes mixed up. They're all power-ups. We're moving into this brand new ecosystem. Give me a break. Runes. Wait. Yes, runes. So these are charms. Let's go ahead and look at the runes. And boom. All right, so it does look like the same. We have the same runes here that we see in the trailer here. So we have Reckless Hunter. Deal 20% more damage. Take 10% more damage. This is great for a glass cannon, something very aggressive. There are going to be teams, I have to imagine there are going to be strategies and teams that are built more for control, right? They take a little bit more longer to set up. Maybe they're playing bumpy. Their first turn is going to be like, their first turn or two is going to be just like streamlined to setting up their strategies. There's going to be a counter strategy for like very aggressive builds that are dealing massive damage, killing off Axies turn 1, like triple Aquas. Could be a very competitive, aggressive build. Now this isn't going to work for an Aqua because it's a beast rune, but there are definitely going to be similar aggressive strategies with beasts. Thank you everybody for the follows. Thank you so much. Please upload this on your YouTube later. I will. Do not worry. I'm gonna chop it up, get the best bits, and make an awesome YouTube video for you guys later today. So next up, we have Dominant Predator. This looks. I love the art here. This is gorgeous. This looks like it's straight out of Legend of Zelda. Like it almost looks like the eagle with the Triforce in it. You know what I mean? Dominant Predator. Deal 20% more damage against bleeding enemies. Oh! This is more synergy with that Bleedinator meta I was talking about earlier. You get Jaguar, you get Piranha on the mouth, you get or Pincer. Right, then you get Nyan Ears. Deal 20% more damage against bleeding enemies. Take 10% less damage from bleeding enemies. That's amazing. Especially if you're able to potentially put some so this is the rune, right? So you put the rune on the Axie, then you put some backdoor charms on your bleed cards, right? You put some backdoor charms on your Jaguar. Then you can potentially get bleed all over the place. Just put bleed on every single one of the enemies. Then you're taking 10% less damage. Maybe not necessarily the strongest strategy, but there's definitely something there. There's definitely something to think about. And Endless Anger, the most famous rune, beast rune of them all. Gain 3 rage when your turn starts. Each rage grants 1 bonus damage. This is absolutely broken, guys, because imagine all you do is play 1 confident. 1 confident gives you +1 extra rage. By turn 3, by your 3rd turn, or by your 3rd round, right? Depending on what turn you start, whether you're 1st or 2nd. By your 3rd turn, you will be going straight into Fury mode. Your beast will be dealing double damage. You'd be starting the turn with an extra energy. You're going to be able to do so much damage there. So much damage. You could potentially be taking out 2 Axies in a single turn. Confident, Endless Anger, plus Puppy or Zeal. Yeah, just being able to search out for any beast cards you want. I mean, you could play Little Branch for 260 damage, then search your deck for an Imp, use that for free for 140 damage. I mean, the options with Fury just get me so excited. And we know that Sky Mavis is going to do some live play testing on Saturday. A few of our favorite Sky Mavis team members are going to be there, including Shade. I hope to God we see some Fury builds being used during that playtesting session. I'm super excited for that. And finally, we have Pangolin Scale. Cannot gain shield, but take 25% less damage. So this is actually a really interesting card for, like what I was talking about before, that very aggressive build. Because if you're trying to do damage, turn 1, like right off the bat, turn 1, you want to be dealing massive damage. You don't want to be bogged down by any shield cards. But because you're not playing any shield cards, it means you're a little bit more susceptible to damage, which is where Pangolin Scale comes into play. You can use this to make up for the fact that you don't have any shield cards. In fact, you can't gain any shield, but you're taking 25% less damage. If they're coming at you with a post fight, then they're only dealing 75 damage instead of 100. I mean, this could be the difference between dying turn 5, or between one of your Axies dying turn 4, or one of your Axies dying turn 6. This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. Can't wait for the Aqua runes. I know. The Aqua charms and runes are the really exciting ones. And Sky Mavis was nice enough to bless me with both beasts and Aqua, runes and charms, my 2 favorite classes. Beasts are always going to have the most special place in my heart, but Aquas are a close second. All right. You guys ready for the Aqua charms? Let's go ahead and get right into it. Aqua charms. Here we go. Boom. We're going to start off with the charms and move on to the runes. And boom, here we go! Aquatic Talisman of Power! So this is very similar to the Beast Talisman of Power that we've already seen, right? Very basic charm. You're not going to be able to attach it to any multi-hit cards, so you're not going to be able to put this on perch for your backdoor comps and get an extra 6, 12, 18, 24 damage because you're hitting 4 times. No. No multi-hit attacks, only a singular hit attack. So we're looking at Risky Fish going up to 90, 96 damage. We're looking at Blue Moon. I believe Blue Moon is a 60 damage card, going up to 66. Nothing too special. Nothing too special. All right, but let's move on. And we've got the Aquatic Energy Drink S. So, again, very similar to what we've already seen in the Beast Charms. It's adding Ethereal, which, I mean, if you have a bad card that you know it's just like, look, most of the OP Axies on the marketplace, like most of the insane, just broken builds don't exist yet. They haven't been bred. They're definitely not optimized because we are only just now discovering what has a lot of potential, and there just hasn't been enough time for everybody to go in there and breed what's really good. So everybody is going to have to start making compromises when building their comps, because there's just going to be cards that you're going to be forced to play until there's a better Axie with a more optimized card set for you to play with. So in those circumstances, you can put Ethereal on that card and just let it disappear because you know you're not going to want to play it anyway. And then we're moving on. It also gets 10% bonus damage. So if it's a card, on the other hand, if it's a card that you know you're going to be playing every time you draw into it. Like, for example, we were looking at the Beast ones before. Let me pull that up. We were looking at the... Is it still here? No, we were looking at the Beast Runes and Charms before. They had a very similar one, right? Aquatic or Beast Energy Drink Small. For example, if you're playing Nutcracker Beast, and you know you're going to be playing Nutcracker every time you draw into it, because that's like the core of the build's concept, right? That's your win condition, getting that Nutcracker powered up. You know you're going to be playing Nutcracker every turn, so Ethereal doesn't bother you. You can very definitely use this on a Nutcracker to get 10% base damage. And considering Nutcracker is constantly gaining extra damage, right, so right off the bat, 60 divided by 100. I know I do this really, really stupidly, right? 110, right? So we're getting an extra 60. We're getting an extra 6 damage from Nutcracker, the first attack. But after the first cycle of cards, when we've already played Nutcracker 3 times, we're going from 66 to 72 to 78, right? So 78. Now let's imagine 78 divided by 100. We get 1%. Times that by 110. Now we're dealing 85 damage instead of 78. So as Nutcracker gains more and more damage as you play it more and more, you're going to be getting a bigger boost from this 10% base stat. Oh wait, base stat buff. I could be wrong. So I was assuming that that's a lot of damage. I know. No, but I was assuming that the 10% damage would stack on top of the damage buff you're getting from the multiple Nutcracker stacks. But considering it's just a card's base stat 10% buff, I could be wrong in that scenario. It could just be a static +6. But considering we've seen the energy drink small, I'm assuming we're going to see the energy drink large as well. We've got the Aquatic Talisman of Vitality. Again, very similar to what we've seen. Axie's max HP is +20. +20. Very basic talisman. So you're getting a lot of extra HP. I'm assuming that the plant Talismans of Vitality are going to be giving a lot more HP than this, considering plants are the tank archetype. But, unfortunately, I don't have plant charms. I only have the Aqua and Beast Runes and Charms. Oh mon dieu. Okay, alright, moving on. We have the Aquatic Talisman of Power 5! Alright, so again, very similar to what we saw in the Beasts. We're going to enhance a non-multi-hit attack for +10 attack. And guys, this is not... Like, +10 attack might seem small, but like I've done some basic calculations, and like for my backdoor comp, for example, right? I don't know. I have my right. So I have like some cards actually printed out here because I've been theorizing different comps. So imagine you play Shrimp, Axie Kiss, and then like Perch. You play Shrimp and Perch, right? Shrimp and Perch will be dealing 70 damage with Shrimp. You'll be dealing 120 with perch, right? So that's 190 damage. For you to guarantee that backdoor kill, you're going to be wanting another shrimp perch combination, because like a single card isn't really going to get you to that kill point. But in situations where they play any shield or they heal at all, literally a matter of 10 extra damage could mean the matter of life and death for certain Axies. Breeding is going to be insane when this launches. 100%. 100%. No, it is like... The amount of Axies in the marketplace is just going to go buck wild. Alright, guys, let's move on. We're getting 10 plus damage here. Seems small, but can actually make a huge difference in the grand scheme of things. Alright, next up, we have Bubble Paste! We're getting to some unique stuff here. Enhance any card. All teammates gain 1 bubble. Now, let's actually review what Bubble does again. I have this huge list of all the new status effects that are being added. Somebody put this together.